So yeah, so one of the things that's important here is in a warrant market, social media, we want to talk a bit of a launch strategy. And this is something that we actually picked up this weekend. And we're doing this through the Fraser Brooks data that he's sharing and a 90-day run. And again, we have it in the Crown Diamond Global, and we're also the accelerator with Eric Worre. Regardless, the fact is we're learning a lot of this stuff. And this weekend, Tammy and I really like her strategy on the onboarding process on how she gets someone started. And it's absolutely brilliant. It's not hard to do. And I do recommend that you come back to this training, listen to it again. Remember, they're all recorded. They're all posted. You can go back, listen to them. So you can kind of pause it, try it on your phone, and then do the day 2 and pause, go through this process. Okay. So the thing is, get your newest business builder results within 24 to 48 hours and get into profit within 14 days. This is what's important. And I find that in many cases, with associates starting a business, it's a missing link, right? They get started and they spend months, sometimes years before they get any decent income coming through. So it's a very important steps that we want to walk you through where, first of all, go for the new builder FFC. We'll explain to you what that means in a minute. Get their first order within the first 24 hours, hit their first rank within the first 7 days, which is very important, right? The first rank in Max, it's actually a senior associate. It's very doable. Some people can get bronze, but that might be more like 30 days or 90 days. But the fact here is that is your core rank, right? Which could be a month. Now, if you do this diligently, think about it. A salesperson who gets hired, I can tell you one thing, that there's expectation from this salesperson. And if this salesperson does not deliver, they will not keep their job. And you have to look at this opportunity just like that. So you can't say, well, I can work whenever. It's up to you. It's entirely up to you. But in 30 days, you can accomplish the core rank. Absolutely can. It really depends on what goes on here. So back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, at the end of the day, people are joining your business because they want results from what they're not getting right now in their life. And most people are looking for fast income, right? So that's why those who are out there that are more aggressively working strategies, getting their brand new person engaged, creating something simple for them to do. That's got to be the key thing. If you go and share all these things that they need to do before they even start, then they won't want to do it. So you got to get them doing their first action, which is to create their first post. Okay. So choose your hero product. In our case, our hero product is Cellgevity, but in some of our international markets, Cellgevity is not even available. So the hero product might be another product. So we did put a few examples for you to play with. So the second thing is to identify primary benefits from whatever that product is doing. So what's the biggest problems that product solves? And number 3 is come up with catchy taglines or hashtags. You want to actually use both of them. So come up with that as you share your product. You want to create some catchy names and learn from each other. Watch what other leaders are doing. I know that's something that I do. I'll look at somebody's caption. I go, oh, I like the way they did that. And then you keep a form, a Word document, whatever it is, on catchy captions that really caught your attention so that you can duplicate or change a little bit in the process. Okay. So an example is look and feel 30 at 50 from the inside out, or cell health boost fountain of youth. I would just kind of throw in some stuff out with what we have. For example, our ATP power pack. You might even have something better that you'd like to say, a power pack a day. It gives you focused performance and energy all day. Example, bye-bye belly fat. How many people do you know that want to get rid of their belly fat? 2 capsules before meals melts the fat away, right? So there's some really great things. So start to think of something that's going to capture somebody's attention in as few words as you can. And of course, you want to write a short curiosity invoking caption with that. We put a few examples, and we're going to expand on this for sure. Make sure that you take a selfie or product shot that doesn't show what it is. And this one is really important. You don't want to set your brand new person up for failure as somebody who's oh my God, not another one of those just selling products, and then they start to ghost you or delete you or whatever. So you want to make sure that you set your brand new people up right, and they want to have a fun experience doing it. So we're going to go through a 7-day challenge, I guess you could say, strategy on how they can get results fast.
Yeah, and I know, Tammy, that at the beginning we have some examples of posts here, and one thing that you and I talked about before this session this evening is, as you guys are browsing around and listening to other people posting, may I suggest that take note, take maybe a screenshot or take note of some of those title posts and start accumulating this as ideas for future posts for yourselves. So if you're on TikTok or whatever, instead of just being entertained with what some folks are doing, and we all got cut into doing this, just pay attention to what they post, what they say, what they do, what got your attention to listen. So go ahead, Tammy.
Yeah, it's true. I'm paying a lot more attention now than I ever did on what other people are doing. And so it makes it a lot easier when you're out there building your business. So here's an example, but we're going to share 7 days with you. But I just took a screenshot really fast this morning, I think it was. And just with 2 capsules, you notice the bottle there, the CG that's there. And it's not showing the label. Nobody knows what it is. And it's creating curiosity. So look and feel 30 at 50s. And my target market is the 50s. So whatever your target market is, you got to think about what you want to say around it from the inside out. So they say, you start using some emojis. So this is maybe a brand new person that's in their 50s. I'm making an example because that's my target market. So I wrote that. And you're like, so I'm new using it kind of thing. So only one way to know, here we go. Like things like this. Remember, they're brand new. You want to set them up to have fun with the experience. And then here's another one that I just put that on my counter over here this morning. And I scratched out, or I didn't scratch out, but I'll share these pictures. If anybody wants to use the pictures, I think in boards, it's good to give them pictures, not just to expect them to go take pictures because they may not get the angle that we know that is needed to get that result. Anybody who's taking pictures, please send them to us so we can have a buffet on boards of things that they can use that's not showing the product label or the company. Okay, so Power Pack a day gives you focus, performance, and energy all day. I could work that even better. So they say, right? And only one way to know. Here we go. And if you've had results from this product, I'd like to hear from you. Comment below because you want to engage people in the process. Okay, so the brand new person that you just launched is going to start out. Maybe they're not comfortable doing a reel or a video. They could, if they're comfortable doing it, but not everybody wants to show their face right away. What a perfect opportunity for the brand new person to feel comfortable because you kind of laid that out for them to get started, a 7-day launch.
One thing, Tammy, I wanted to mention in reference to, so they say, why is this there? Is you want to create that relativity with that person that's skeptical. Once upon a time, you were skeptical. I was skeptical. I remember years and years ago when I was introduced to products that came from this industry, I was very skeptical. So when the person was also skeptical, and then there was a transformation, got me curious, what happened? You see, and that's that relativity we're talking about. So that's what we mean by so they say. That's what they're saying. Well, let me try it. Let me see what happens. And and you want to try to bring them along. Sometimes, for example, it's the logic where someone has an objection, and you go along with the objection, so they can relate to you and you can relate to them, and that will create the bridge that will get them along with you. And I know we talked about this in previous calls in previous years within the same context, is that relativity is absolutely critical. And it's a way of doing that as you are sharing your posts on social media. So carry on, Tammy.
And then I did one for the switch. So bye belly fat. Yeah, it works. And who wants to lose 10 to 50 pounds of unhealthy fat without losing muscle tone? It's get your sexy back time. And summer is around the corner. Don't wait. If you're ready, say ready in the comments. So you want to get people always engaged. That's the key. So you can do a picture with yourself, or you could do a picture on its own with the bottle with a couple capsule, and that will work as well. So this is another idea for somebody. So it depends on what the person wants to market, because we're all different and we all want to market different things. And the greatest thing is every single one of our products are standalone. They're so amazing that you can do really great things with all of our products.
Right. So these are just some example that we're sharing here. So, again, the goal is to create engagement posts. That's the goal, is to create a reaction. And Tammy will share with you an example a little later, but you ask questions that are relevant to your target audience. And I know that Tammy worked with some of you to determine what your target audience is. And this is really important. I know for me, it's like doing a tax audit. I'm serious, but it's really important. And I'm really grasping that is you need to take the time to determine what is your target audience? Who are you targeting? And spend the time figuring this out. And we're going to be doing trainings on that. There's so many content that we want to share with you, but this is very important what we're talking about here, right? So take the time to figure out who do you want to talk to and who's the target audience you're looking for, Tell me, what's the BTS?
Behind the scenes, Chris.
Oh, okay. I only have to read this. So, but that's the thing, right? So, and this is really important, is behind, like, for example, just now, as I started this presentation, I took a little picture, sharing my stuff. Many of you know I'm a techie guy. I mean, for me, it's like going to Best Buy. It's like a candy store. Oh, wow. I want that one. This is something I'm passionate about. And there's a lot of folks that are passionate about. And what I did is I took a picture of this this past weekend. I posted into this private group of that event. And next thing you know, there's 50 people who are actually like, this is full of comments. And for me, I was just bragging about, because we were talking about technology and equipment and all this stuff, not realizing that with tons of people, next thing you know, there's three messages that came to me. Can you show me what you got? Now, I just went ahead and showed them exactly all the things that I purchased on Amazon, and I shared that to them on WhatsApp. Now we made a connection. And I'm not going to sponsor her. I may never happen, but what's happening is I'm building a relationship with that person. Really, I didn't realize it would create that much attention. But that's the thing, is what happens behind the scene. People want to hear. Sometimes people think that, well, my life is boring. Nothing is really going on. You may think that, but people are so curious to see what's happening in other people's lives. It's crazy. And that's what they want to see. And you want to share that through your stories, your reels, your lives, your posts. Just in the past month and a half, I started doing some lives on some things that matters to me when it comes to leadership and mindset and all of these things. And I'm realizing that folks are liking it. They're commenting, they're saying all sort of nice things, which encouraged me to do even more. And I'm realizing it's actually supporting my entire team worldwide that are actually waiting for the next one that we're going to be doing that helps them deal with some of the challenges that we're facing in some of the markets. So it goes way beyond and just prospecting new people. It also creates a line of communication. It's like a billboard for people to pay attention, listen to. So these are things, and that's how you start creating an audience around you. Well, you can talk about some trending topics. Exercise, once in a while, not as often now, but I pull some exercise we do in the morning to show people, I'm a 50s. Am I 56 or 57? I'm 57 now. Oh, wow. So I'm 57 years old. Well, the fact is that I'm training like the young folks. I'm not as fast. I don't live as much. But the fact is I am doing this, and I'm seeing a lot of folks that are in my age group that can't even barely walk. It's quite serious. And I feel like a 20-year-old beside them. And we're in the same age group. So the fact here is people are interested to see you're 57, you're 63, you're 61, and you're still dancing, right, Jazz? You're still having fun like a little girl. I mean, this is encouraging, right? So you want to share these things. So at the end of the day, you just want to create engagement. And that's what it's all about. So I'm going to pass this over to you, Tanya, because I find that's a really good example.
Yeah. So like you want to wake people up. You want to shake the tree to create that engagement post example here. Women 40 or older, if you could give one piece of advice and it just gets women thinking, and anybody who is 40 plus, guess what? Everybody wants to give their opinion. So this is when you get a lot of engagement. So think of questions that you can ask that will get people thinking, and then you're going to get people responding based on the questions that you're asking. So what would you tell your younger self if you had a chance? All right. So we're going to go with 7 days that you could use to get your brand new person engaged immediately in doing a 7-day post. All right. So their day one is that curiosity post. It could be a picture of the product only. It could be a reel. Maybe they're really good on social media and they're ready to do a reel and they want to just do that picture. I don't know if anybody saw this one that I did. I was kind of like doing that bang, bang, bang. It was a trending thing. And every time I did the bang, it was something about mental health, physical health, all of that. And then I had read the caption and I created some engagement in that. So that's what you want to get them to do on day one, is to create that curiosity post right away. And then day number 2, I did different products because I just wanted to show examples on some of the different products. So then you want to continue with an announcement post and a story. So in your feed, you do a post, and then you also do one in your stories. So the feed curiosity, I just wrote down something that one of the girls was saying, kind of following her guideline, but eek. So I watched from the sidelines for too long. That was funny because in COVID, first year of COVID, not being able to go out and walk and stuff, I started to gain some belly fat. So you got that there. So it kind of related to, I waited too long, right? And decided to go out of my fear, doubt, holding me back. Guess what? Big changes are coming in my health and family. I can't wait to step into my best self. So that's an example so if you've got a brand new person who's getting started and their goal is to focus on weight loss, then this will be perfect. So it's where they are before. And then you want to say, go to my stories for all the details. And so that's what you want to do. So you want to get them to show pictures. They might not be comfortable doing what I just did. That was brave to show your stomach, but they may want to just, have a t-shirt, whatever they put should be the same idea when they do the after picture. So if they're doing a t-shirt, a black t-shirt or whatever, a white t-shirt, whatever it is, then they should have the same t-shirt when they do their after. It could be a different color, but the same fit. You know what I mean? Because then for real the results. All right. So this was an example. And then day 2 stories. you've got the feed post, curiosity, and then you've got the story, transparency. If I want to get lean with me, say me. Or if you want to get lean with me, say me. And so you want to create that engagement. You want to create that call to action for them to want to do this with you.
And I know my wife is very brave, so I'm proud of you for just being completely transparent.
To put it before, it's not easy, right? So it's not a comfortable thing to do, but that is what sells. That's really what sells, is when people look at you tend to attract the environment that you're in. So I just thought, you know what, I got to do it. So I did it. And so people who are looking to get that next level of fitness will really appreciate that as well. So, and then day 3, you're going to move into a business focus. Okay. Community post and stories. So need a tribe to belong to? I'm loving this new community that I've joined. Want to know what I'm loving most about my new business? It's been so simple to learn the step-by-step systems that help you make extra income from your phone. And the mentorship is incredible. So for them to be in one of the pictures of a Go for Diamond session, and make sure you guys are taking screenshots of these Go for Diamond sessions and post them in the group, because it also helps somebody who's brand new, maybe doesn't know how to post or doesn't know how to do these screenshots. These pictures will be available for your new people. When your people get on these Go for Diamond sessions, take screenshots. You want your new people engaged in all this. Imagine if you would have 10 brand new, excited people getting on this session, learning about prospecting, learning about how to do their first 7-day launch. You think they'd be excited right now and they'd know what to do, the steps to do? So that's the goal in all of this, is get back to those people who are new or fairly new, or maybe they've been in a while and they haven't even done anything yet with their business. What a great opportunity for you to walk them through this process and do it with them. Don't let them do their stuff on their own with their brand new, and give them some guidelines and some captions, things that they can use to help them. Because once they start making their first little bit of money, guess what happens? Their posture changes. Their excitement changes. It goes to another level. They want to do more. They want to do more. So if you're going to go with a product focus, then I hope you're screenshotting these and write out the content as well. Take the time to write out the content, because what happens is you start writing something out and then something starts to trigger on what you want to say from your point of view, your heart, right? So, wow, I wasn't expecting this. When I decided to put my health first and ordered my immune system booster, I knew the results my friend has had were amazing. But I didn't realize it also came with a community of thousands of other people around the globe who are on a similar journey. Everybody's searching for this. Everybody. I get goosebumps just reading it. I'm not going to lie, finding the motivation to stay on track with my goals was a worry of mine. But with the support and accountability of this community, I feel unstoppable. And use emojis in the process, because a lot of people can relate to the emojis. So that's an example of a product focus. So you got a little bit of both when it comes to a community post. So day number 3 is a community post and story. So you can put them in both.
So one of the things that's important here is not to be afraid to share. And if you're looking for content, some ideas, now remember, what I'm about to share with you is a robot, but it's really, really interesting how accurate the response is, and this is Chat GPT. I know it's all over the news and everything, but you can actually say things like, I took note here, you can actually make your Chat GPT even smarter. For example, you could say in the actual comment, so could you be a devil advocate on what I'm about to ask you? It's brilliant. And he was going to respond back to you like a human, say, absolutely, I'd be happy to do that. What is your question? And then you start interacting and it falls into a different mode. Another one is pretend that you're my consultant. And I'm looking for topics for my Instagram or Facebook post in reference to my weight loss product. What are the three topics would you would you share with me, or could you recommend me? And it's going to turn around and spit all that stuff out. And then when you're taking it, you don't necessarily want to cut and paste, but sometimes it's amazing. I cannot believe it's like I'm talking to another human, but you may want to tailor it a little bit more towards you. And it's amazing how you can find some wonderful ideas for content. But what's going on and what Tammy's sharing with you here is it creates, again, relativity. The person can relate and they share skepticism, and then they're surprised themselves on what's been going on. And you can also have someone else, you can have an interview with someone else, one of your associates, sharing their testimony. You can do a video with you on your cell phone. You put their phone around them, share the story, and that could be something that you can post. And then I did a training on a couple of days ago in reference to Ecamm Live. Ecamm Live is free. And with the free version, you can actually do a live. So you can have a video that you prepared and edited, and you can do it live on your Facebook page as if you are live. People don't know the difference, but it's completely edited as you see fit. And it actually shares the video in real time. And at the end of the video, you just have to make sure you click end, because it's just going to keep looping, right? So again, it's just some ideas that I've thought that I do that actually works very, very well in line to what we're talking about. But the idea is that the more people see you, the more exposure you do, the more they will recognize you, and eventually they will respond to you. Back to you, Tammy.
All right. So day 4 is curiosity post number 2. So you're creating a flow and actually bringing them more into the community of Max. And this is like showing a second product. Okay, so creating curiosity on something else that the company has. So I heard Power Boost on the go, and the rest was a blur. I can't wait to share my results. Almost done my first drink. The suspense is killing me. Have you used Power Pack yet? Drop your results below. So this is, maybe there's people that are following the people that you have, your new associates. Maybe some people are already using this products that can validate the results that somebody's getting in the results. So it's important that we support our team members, right? So if you have your brand new person that's sharing their first post and trying their first package of ATP, then you want to go in and comment on how powerful this product is, and even ask some of your leaders to comment. So it gives them some leverage on other people have tried the products and they're getting great results with it. So this suspense is building up right now. So they shared the flagship product. Now they shared a second product out of curiosity. They're just trying it. They're brand new business builders, and they're feeding this to their audience. Do you think that they're going to get some leverage in the contacts that they have within their networks, and of course anybody else who's watching them? You think they're going to get some attention now by the 4th day? Is this a nice way of doing things without feeling like they're selling or making people feel uncomfortable with the information they're saying? Do you think that they're going to get better results by doing it this way? Absolutely. Absolutely. So day 5 is to move them into doing a live. And, I know at the beginning, it's not easy. I get it. And really encourage your associate to do a live. Chris was talking about eCam, but most people are not going to be able to catch that the first time. But just to be authentic and share something exciting about where they're at with the launch. You want your immune system thriving, they're going to start talking about what these products are doing. Benefits, always benefits when you're talking. Here's what I'm doing to increase my energy, get that in the zone mental focus. And at the end of the busy day, guess what? I sleep like a baby. It doesn't have to be long, right? It could be a reel, but make sure that they're doing something where they're live. That's what's important. Chris put this picture up. I don't know if you ever saw this one, but we were talking about boosting libido, sleep, pain reliever. And this was stuff that we were posting just to create curiosity on people who were searching for that. Chronic pain, getting you down. So we were just in the kitchen, poured a glass of water, just took a couple pills, and we got a lot of attention with that. And that's all we did. It was nothing that difficult. And then, of course, a business focus. I can't even believe I did this. How many people join the business and they're still in shock that they actually made that investment, in joining network marketing or the business? See, they don't even have to say network marketing. I just can't believe I did this. I mean, I've always been an employee, just being authentic and just telling people this. And here's exactly why I said yes. And give them a few reasons why you said yes to this. And that's going to go a long way. And then day number 6 is unboxing, an unboxing video. So Beth, I remember Beth was doing this on one of her gratitude posts. So I quickly asked Beth if she would send over her video to me, because I was kind of putting this together today. And I just took a screenshot of it. And so again, do another feed post. So day number 6 is another feed post. And of course, taking it into the stories. And it's again, curiosity. You're constantly getting your audience curious along the journey. You're moving them along that day 1 journey of just seeing the product and then seeing how excited you are because, your box is there. And so it's to do a graphic photo, a selfie of you holding your box, and don't show any labels on the box. So the moment you guys get your boxes, start taking pictures, smile, get excited, open the package, do a video, get excited. Chris, you have to go back because I'm not done. All right. So you want to have a great caption in that. And, oh my God, I've been waiting for this. Can't wait to show you about what's inside. Check out my stories to see all the goods. And then maybe your stories could be you holding the box and maybe teasing with a product hanging out without showing the product name. You could be holding and hugging the products that you have, something that's just going to get people like curious. And what are you holding in your, why are you so excited about what you're holding? It's just to create that fun and curiosity through the whole process. And then day number 7 is the big day. This is when you move people along to make some decisions. They may even be curious enough and want to buy the stuff right away. And remember, always a call to action. So this is your results update post. So at the end of 7 days, you want to have your associate doing this, and even ask your customers if they're open to do this stuff. Because you never know, you might engage them as associates down the road. Okay, here it is. You got the little written emojis there. I already feel more energetic and focused. I haven't had the need for that extra coffee in the afternoon. I'm sleeping better. feeling very rested in the morning. People around me are asking what I'm doing because I'm looking more rested. I've already got some orders coming in. We're creating a fun accountability Zoom. So we have a place to connect daily and share our wins as we go. This is so much fun. And then ask them a question. Ask them if they wanted to be part of the community. Ask them if they want to give the product a try. And just have them put in the comments, yes, or I'm ready, or I'd love to be part of, well, you want to keep it short. Do you want to be part of the accountability Zoom? Do you want to be part? Do you want to show up at our next presentation? Put a yes in the comment. So you want to get them doing that engagement part in the process. So that is going to help your brand new people go along their journey as they're sharing the information.
So, and so what we share with you here is it's up to you to take action on that. But this is something that every one of you can do. And you can start day one as you see fit, as if you're starting right now. Remember, the audience that don't know you, as far as they're concerned, that's your day one. And you can start this and you can repeat that from time to time. And every time someone new, we go through this process, you might actually be surprised on the results that you're going to get, because you're getting people into action now, not a year from now, right now. And that's the prospecting paradigm. Right. And it's to go through all those prospects that are going to go through the funnel, that are watching, that are listening. Some could sit there for years and eventually something click. Some could be a day, some could be a month, some could be a week. You may happen to hit them exactly at the right time. But in the process, it's always about that relativity and building that relationship and try to get engagement. And that's what it's all about. And be patient with the process. Be patient with the process. I know we live in a society that we need money yesterday, and I get that. But unfortunately, it's not going to change the fact that you need time and you need to trust the process. What we're sharing with you here worked. We heard this from multimillionaires in the industry that are absolutely crushing it in this industry, in this environment, right, of network marketing, utilizing social media. It's working. It's entirely up to you to apply it or not.